You bitch. Got the micro hanging off my neck, I'm flushing who you with. Boy, you know that's what you get. My wood is ready, bring that shit. We loaded heavy over here. You know we got it if you don't see it. Niggas ain't around when it go down. My niggas be wild like this old pound. I'm 100 round with 100 round. Your bitch pussy wet when I touch down. Last we was purr, but it's cut now. We be seeing choppers get cut down. Too much talking, had enough now. It's about time a nigga get shot down. And I'ma let drop said turn brown.
We can actually take this one out for today.
It's about time a nigga get shot down.
Alright, cool. That should be a good place to end it.
Zaytoven.
Down. Yeah. Everybody, chopper lay with me. Give me right.
Alright, so now how are we going to handle the reverb? Now with a situation like this, I don't really need it to be distracting, but I just want them to know that the artist is bigger than just a guy in a studio, if that makes sense. So I'm probably going to go with a Manny American plate situation. I've been really practicing with that reverb a lot recently. I want to master it and then come up with some new techniques using it. But for now, you got to perfect it. So this is you watching me practice with Manny. So here we go. I'm also interested to see what kind of delay we can put that's not going to be in the way. And maybe we'll duck the compression behind the lead vocal. Maybe that's smart. Maybe that's actually really smart.
Zaytoven.
Down. Yeah. Everybody, chopper lay with me. Give me right down. Yeah. We're shooter, nigga.
By the way, you noticed I was making all those edits without listening to it. That's just practice. I kind of knew the ballpark of where I wanted my settings before I even opened the plugin. I think that kind of practice is important. But let's get back to it.
Zaytoven.
Down. Yeah. Everybody, chopper lay with me. Give me right down. Yeah. We're shooter, nigga. Everybody know that my chopper lay with me. Got a Spanish bitch, she drive my ass from A to B. Them niggas in my videos, they ain't knew they raised with me. Catch that pack like Julio. OGD, he move 10 pounds a week. I'ma step up on the block, you know I stepped up on the brick. You know I'm stepping with my weapon, I catch my Vic accordingly. Y'all was praying for a plug, me and my niggas was ordering. I was in jail with them thugs, now I got them foreigns and had no bill.
By the way, I hear this every time I hear this song, and like it's killing me that I've never made this edit.
I was in jail.
Yeah, this is the one. Here's another tip. As an engineer, don't be afraid to produce the record. Producers often don't know the definition of producing as it traditionally was, so that leaves a lot of unarranged elements to this song or the music. And Zaytoven wasn't here, so he can't do it. Q the Fool's not a producer, so he's not even thinking like that. But somebody's got to think like that. So I'm going to make some of those arrangement changes as we go along too. So just stay tuned for that.
I was in jail.
So now with this, I just want, I was in jail.
I was in jail with.
Close. It's a little fast. Bring it back just a pinch.
I was in jail with them thugs, now I got them foreigns and had no bill, I need a hood, my mama said I earned that shit. I caught that op, I burnt that bitch. Bring out the cake, turn on that switch. My bitch said them perks, turn on that dick. Turn on the stove, turn on my wrist. I'm so real, nigga, how can you turn on this? Be out the pack, man, I damn near burnt my fist. Cross him off the list. Cross him off the list and cross him off the list.
Okay. So let's fade this by feeding it back into our reverb track. This is the same true atmosphere technique that I did on one of my last videos. If you haven't checked that out, you should definitely go check that out. That's another cool technique that I'm mastering as well. And just using one Manny plugin into another one just gives me the maximum amount of utility from the developers.
Everybody know that my chopper lay with me.
That feels big.
Everybody know that my chopper lay with me. Got a Spanish bitch, she drive my ass from A to B. Them niggas in my videos, they ain't new, they raised with me. Catch that pack like Julio. OGD, he move 10 pounds a week.
Okay, so that takes care of the coloring aspect of it. On the next video, we're going to get into the production aspect that I was talking about in this one, where we're actually going to arrange the record, which is actually producing the record and putting it together. That's a part of production. It's programming, which is making the beat, it's arrangement, and then it's coordination to put the whole song together. So if the producer's not in the room putting that song together, to me, they didn't produce that. They made the beat, dope, you know, but they're not the only producer who should be credited. And technically, legally speaking, that is what it is. But because we're not really focusing too much on all of those other things, I would say these are the lessons that you take away from this video. Clean your vocals. Know your artist. Know when you have time to edit and clean up, and when you don't have time and you have to just throw open a template and go. I'm also going to make this template available for anyone who needs it. I'm going to make it available on our website, and I'll include the link down below. But yeah, this was a fantastic episode. We've definitely taken away a lot of things, you know, a lot of cool sets, a lot of cool chains. I think the biggest takeaway is going to be this template, but I'll see you guys on the next one. Welcome back. This is part 3 of this Cue the Fool mixing session, and I'm having a great time. This is good. I want to talk about the arrangement aspects and producing the record as an engineer. Once you have the session on your own and the artist is gone and they're on tour doing whatever else they're doing, now's your time to really put your work in. Now's your time to really stamp what it is you do. So now that we've gotten through some basic stuff, some 30-minute stuff that you could throw on, and now that you have a template, let's start dealing with the arrangement. Now, keep in mind, I could do this arrangement and then Q's camp can say tomorrow, nah, we don't like that arrangement, and they can go with a completely different one. It's a part of the business. It's a bit of a gamble, but it also works out because if they use any of your edits going forward in any of those places, you also get production credit for that. You're also a part of the work. You're a part of the business. You're a part of the arrangement. It, again, at the highest level of business, it just is what it is. So let's go through and make some edits now. See if we like anything that we want to move around.
Everybody know that my chopper lay with me. Got a Spanish bitch, she drive my ass from A to B. Them niggas in my videos, they ain't new, they raised with me. Catch that pack like Julio. OGD, he move 10 pounds a week. I'ma step up on the block, you know I stepped up on the brick.
At brick, I want to drop it. Not because it was like a line that needed it per se, but there's going to be an edit that happens immediately. Well, maybe not immediately, because I want to really highlight this edit that I have over here.
Up on the brick, you know I'm stepping with my weapon. I catch my Vic accordingly. Yeah, I was praying for a plug, me and my niggas was ordering.
I can actually do all 3 of them. I don't like to do 3 and 4 of the same edit back to back. I feel like it becomes cliche. Also, I did some research and it turns out that music can be a drug, but the formula for creating that drug now is giving the listeners something that they can sing along to because they can kind of expect to hear what they're hearing, but then throwing them off with something that they didn't expect to hear. And the combination of knowing when to do both That's what creates that feeling that gives you chills within the music. And people have asked me about that all the time. That is really the key to it. If you don't understand that, then you're not going to get any of the rest of this.
Up on the brick, you know I'm stepping with my weapon. I catch my Vic accordingly. Yeah, I was praying for a plug, me and my niggas was ordering. I was in jail with them thugs, now I got them foreigns and had no bill I needed.
And now you hear the beat changes. So what I want to do is I want to make some sort of accommodation for that beat change.
Had no bill I
So it foreigns in. Let's do another one.
I got them foreigns and
Let's do something like this. By the way, my favorite thing in the audio suite folder is Verify. I've been looking for Verify before I had Pro Tools, or before I knew, even when I had Pro Tools, there was years that I just didn't know what this was called. So I couldn't do this effect. Like during the Young Money era where there was just a whole bunch of tape stops and stutters, like I just did not know where to find this until one day I stumbled across it and it was the greatest thing ever. And it was like candy to me ever since. I like huge recommendation. If you're not running something like Verify, I mean, I know Logic has one. It still doesn't sound like this one. Weird.
got them foreigns and had no bill I needed a hood. My mama said I earned that shit. I caught that op, I burnt that bitch. Bring out the cake, turn on that switch. My bitch said them perks, turn on that dick. Turn on the stove.
Okay, so I like it, but it feels a little artificial.
Foreigns and
I can live with that one.
now I got them foreigns and had no bill I needed a hood. My mama said I earned that shit. I caught that op, I burnt that bitch. Bring out the cake, turn on that switch. My bitch said them perks, turn on that dick. Turn on the stove, turn on my wrist. I'm so real, nigga, how can you that shit? I caught that op, I burnt that bitch. Bring out the cake, turn on that switch. My bitch said them
That was actually dope.
mama said I earned that shit. I caught that op, I burnt that bitch. Bring out the cake, turn on that switch.
I don't know why it didn't stay open. Thought it would have stayed open.
On that switch, on that switch, on that switch. My bitch said them perks, turn on that dick. Turn on the stove, turn on my wrist. Got a cake, turn on that switch. My bitch said them perks, turn on that. Bitch said them perks, turn on that dick.
And fun fact, there's no exact science to this part of it. It's just you do what you vibe. Like whatever you feel, whatever you are enjoying as a listener, that's probably the right answer. You know, like this is really just human psychology at this point.
Turn on that dick. Turn on the stove, turn on my wrist. I'm so real, nigga, how can you turn on this? Be out the pack, man, I damn near burn my fist.
Definitely need a drop there.
The pack, man, I damn near burn my fist. Cross him off the list. Cross him off the list and cross him off the list. I'm turned up in this bitch. With a Glock, with a stick, and a Mac with a switch. Wasn't you about to slide? Stick in the Mac with a switch. Wasn't
Yeah, let's do the wasn't you about to slide. We'll fade out. We'll get a nice little crossfade going there.
Wasn't you about to slide? But you see.
Oh, we could actually bring this back in about here. Skip invalid.
With a switch, wasn't you about to slide? But you seen all them guns, what happened, little bitch? Better pay away your pride, for your low ass die. We pull up and whacking your shit. I'm sipping walk, I don't got no heart, you bitch. Got the micro hanging off my neck, I'm flushing who you with. Boy, you know that's what you get. My wood is ready, bring that shit. We loaded heavy over here. You know we got it if you don't see it. Niggas ain't around when it go down. My niggas be wild like this old pound. I'm on around with 100 round. Your bitch pussy wet when I touch down. Last we was purr, but it's cut now. We be seeing choppers get cut down. Too much talking, had enough now. It's about time a nigga get shot down.
And we'll we'll end the freestyle right there. I actually had another drop in there that I wanted to do, but I kind of didn't want to overdo it. It's like a balance of like trying not to be cliche and then doing things that you know people are going to be waiting for at the same time. So quick tape stop there. And
I'm 100 round with 100 round. Your bitch pussy wet when I touch down. Last week was purr, but it's cut now. We be seeing choppers get cut down. Too much talking. Wet when I touch down. Last week was purr, but it's cut now. We be seeing choppers get cut down. Too much talking, had enough now. It's about time a nigga get shot down.
all right, so that's
You about to slide?
oops. Okay, so that's a really, really, really rough version of my process when it comes to working with artists like Q the Fool or anybody like that. Something very brief, something very delicate, very gentle, subtle, but it creates power. And I think that's really the name of the game. So if you like that, feel free to like, subscribe, join in, leave us a comment. Maybe there's something I did here that you found another way to do. You could help us out. You could help all of us out. So that being said, I had a really, really fun time doing this. Huge shout out to Hustle Firm Studios for powering these episodes. Huge shout out to Zaytoven, been a fan for years. Q the Fool, congratulations on your deal with Rock Nation. And we'll see you on the next one.